Hello everyone, welcome to Sankalp Learning Solutions. Today we will study the important questions of first unit, that is Advent of Europeans to India. Okay. The first unit is Advent of Europeans to India. So you have studied this chapter already. So we are doing only the main questions, solving only the main questions for the sake of examination. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ರಿವಿಷನ್ ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತರ. Here, the topics for the day. Today we will learn uh, and understand the that India had with India. These the Europeans who came to India for trade. Who are the Europeans who came to trade in India, like Dutch, Portuguese, French, English, and all. Okay. Third one, understand the background of political life and Europeans led to the Carnatic Wars. The background of the political life and Europeans led to the Carnatic Wars. What was the reason for the Carnatic Wars? Explain the causes and effects of the Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. Explain the dual government system. So all these things, these are the main things we are going to learn or revise today. Here, the weightage of the marks for this chapter is 3 marks question. One question will be asked in your examination. So total marks from this chapter will be 3. Okay. Total marks from this chapter will be 3 marks. 3 marks, one question can be asked, the potential. Okay. First question, the person who discovered the sea route to India, new sea route to India. Who discovered the new sea route to India ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಎ ವಾಸ್ಕೋಡ ಗಾಮ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಬಿ ಡುಪ್ಲೆ, ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಸಿ ಅಲ್ಮೇಡಾ, and option D Albuquerque. Okay, the answer is option A Vasco da Gama. He discovered the new sea route to India in the year 1498. 1498, he discovered new route to India after the Constantinople was acquired by Ottoman Turks. So Constantinople ಅನ್ನ Ottoman Turks ವಶಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ Vasco da Gama discovered new route to India. Okay. Second one, the first Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Dash. With which treaty the first Carnatic War was ended? Here, the Carnatic War took place between whom children? The Carnatic War ಯಾರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಡೀತು, ಯಾರ ನಡುವೆ ನಡೆಯಿತು? Between whom? Between the British and French. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಮತ್ತು ಫ್ರೆಂಚರ ನಡುವೆ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್ಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ? ಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಡೆಸಿದರು? ಇಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಡನ್, ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ವಾಸ್ ಡನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅಕ್ವೈರಿಂಗ್ ದ ಸೌತ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಸದರ್ನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಭಾರತವನ್ನ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಡೆದಂಥದ್ದು ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್ಸ್. There were three Carnatic wars, the first, second, and third Carnatic war. Okay. First Carnatic war took place in the year, war was waged in the year 1746 to 1748. And the second Carnatic war uh, was from 1749 to 1754. And again, in the third Carnatic War was 1756 to 1763, 1756ರಿಂದ 63ರವರೆಗೆ. Like this, three Carnatic wars happened. Okay. The first Carnatic War took place in 1746 to 1748. So it ended with a treaty. Which was that treaty? The options are option A, Pondicherry, option B, Aix-la Chapelle, option C, Paris, and option D, Wandy Wash. The answer is option B, Aix-la Chapelle. The first Carnatic War ended with the Treaty of Aix-la Chapelle. Actually, the French, they captured Madras, okay, but according to Aix-la Chapelle, they handed over the provinces which were captured by them. They handed or returned it to the British again. And the first Carnatic War was ended in the year 1748. So ನೀವು ಇದನ್ನ ಟ್ರೀಟಿಗಳನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. You have to remember the treaties, okay, and the years in which the war was waged. Second one, third question. The gateway of European trade. The gateway of European trade. ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ನ ಗೇಟ್ವೇ ಅಂತ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಗಿಲು ಅಂತ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ the gateway of European trade. Options are option A, Italy, option B, Constantinople, option C, Paris, and option D, Arabia. So here, the correct answer is option B, Constantinople. You all know this because Constantinople was the center of trade. The merchants from Italy, they uh, used to purchase the goods from Asia and from Asia to Constantinople, and from Constantinople it was traded in Europe. Okay, so this is how it became the gateway to European trade. Again, after that, the Ottoman Turks, they acquired Constantinople, and they put heavy taxes on the trade. Okay, so we will learn this in the next question. So the correct answer is Constantinople. So Constantinople ಅನ್ನ gateway of European trade ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಗಿಲು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? Fourth question, this is also 1 mark question. Who introduced the dual government in Bengal? After the Carnatic Wars, the British, they succeeded in conquering the southern part of India. Okay, now they concentrated on the eastern part of India, in which Bengal was the main province. Bengal ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಪ್ರಾಂತ್ಯವಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಈಸ್ಟರ್ನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ತಮ್ಮ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಾಪಿಸೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವೆನ್ ದೇ ಸಕ್ಸೀಡೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಕ್ಸರ್, in Bengal, In 1765, Robert Clive introduced the dual government system in Bengal. Okay, in the year 1765, Robert Clive introduced the dual government system in Bengal. So, according to this, the right to receive the taxes or the right to receive the taxes and other things administration, they were given to the Indian officers or Indian administration, and the main administration and handling all the taxes, they were kept in the British government only. Okay, so this is how the dual government operated. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಕಂದಾಯವನ್ನ ವಸೂಲಿ ಮಾಡುವುದು ಮತ್ತು ಆಡಳಿತದ ಹಕ್ಕು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ತಮ್ಮ ಭಾರತೀಯರಿಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಟು ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ ದ ಫಿನಾನ್ಸಸ್ ದೇ ಕೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ದೆಮ್ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಆ ಒಂದು ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನ ತಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಕೋತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, Robert Clive brought dual government system in Bengal. As per this, the British kept the right to collect and manage the taxes. Okay, and the other main administrative issues like justice and other things were given to the Nawabs or Indians. Okay. Fifth question. Who was the real founder of the Portuguese Empire in India? ಪೋರ್ಚುಗೀಸ್ ಸಾಮ್ರಾಜ್ಯದ ನಿಜವಾದ ಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೂ ವಾಸ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಫೌಂಡರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೋರ್ಚುಗೀಸ್ ಎಂಪೈರ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಆನ್ಸರ್ is Alfonso de Albuquerque was the main founder or real founder of the Portuguese Empire in India. Okay, Francisco de Almeida, who came to India first time. Okay, but we consider Alfonso de Albuquerque as the main founder of the Portuguese Empire because he captured Goa from the French and made it the capital or main center of for Portuguese. Okay, so that is why we consider him as the main founder of the Portuguese Empire. In 1510, in the year 1510, he won Goa from the Sultans of Bijapur, and he made it as the main center, administration center in India for the Portuguese. Okay. Sixth question. Discuss the factors that led to the discovery of a new sea route to India. New sea route means Constantinople. Okay, so new sea route to India. So what are the factors that led to the discovery of new sea route to India? ಸೊ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊಸದಾದ ಒಂದು ಜಲಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೇರೇಪಿಸಿದಂತಹ ಅಂಶ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರೋದು. Factors led to the discovery of new sea route to India were: first one, the demand for the spices in Indian European market. The spices of India were in huge demand in the European market. Okay, so this gave was considered, India was considered as the potential market for Europe. Okay. Second one, the Turks demand for the Indian spices in the European market. It was there. Europeans were trading through Constantinople. Okay, so Italian merchants, they used to purchase the product from India or other Asian countries to the Constantinople, and from there they used to trade it or send it to the European market. But the Turks, Ottoman Turks, they captured Constantinople, which was considered as the gateway of European trade. So, a gateway of European trade means ಹೆಬ್ಬಾಗಿಲು. ಅದನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಾಂಟಿನೋಪಲ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾರು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, who captured the Ottoman Turks. Okay, they began to impose taxes on trade. So after capturing Constantinople, obviously the Turks, they began to put or impose high taxes on trade. This made the trade unprofitable for the merchants. Okay, so it was unprofitable for them, because earlier whatever profit they were earning, it got reduced due to high taxes. This given encouragement to the encouragement by the this given encouragement to find out new routes or discover new sea routes to India. The encouragement was given by European kings to the sailors to find out the new route, because they were in huge loss. Okay, so these are the factors that led to the discovery of new sea route to India. If you have any doubt, you can ask children. ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Next, seventh one is, what were the consequences of the Second Carnatic War? Explain the Second Carnatic War ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್ನ ಒಂದು ಫಲಿತಾಂಶವೇನು, ಅಥವಾ ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. In the Carnatic, Chanda Sahib had become the Nawab with the help of French. So, as I told you earlier, the Second Carnatic War took place, happened in the year 1749 to 1754, alva. So where Chanda Sahib was the Nawab. Okay, with the help of the French, Chanda Sahib was the Nawab in Carnatic province. Okay, but Robert Clive of British East India Company attacked Erkot, the capital city of Carnatic. The capital city of Carnatic was Erkot. Robert Clive attacked Erkot, the capital city of Carnatic, and defeated Chanda Sahib. Chanda Sahib then was imprisoned and killed in the war. Okay, so this was the main result or main consequence of Second Carnatic War. In the place of Chanda Sahib, the British named Muhammad Ali, the son of Anwaruddin, as the Nawab of Carnatic. Okay, so it was one of the main effect. The British, they killed Chanda Sahib, the Nawab of Carnatic, and in his place they named Muhammad Ali, the son of Anwaruddin, as their Nawab. The Second Carnatic War then ended with the Treaty of Pondicherry in the year 1754. So, from 1749 to 1754, the Second Carnatic War took place. Okay. So, this was the consequences of Second Carnatic War. This war brought laurels or victory to the English, where the French suffered a political setback. They lost their provinces and they suffered huge political setback in the Second Carnatic War. After which the Third Carnatic War took place in the year 1756 to 1763. three. Okay, there also the French lost their provinces, their political, so they suffered a huge political setback, and British they succeeded in conquering southern India through the Carnatic Wars. Next question is, state the consequences of Battle of Buxar. ಬಕ್ಸಾರ್ ಕದನದ ಪರಿಣಾಮಗಳೇನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಕ್ಸರ್. The Buxar battle took place in the year 1764. The Battle of Buxar took place in the year 1764. Shah Alam II was the Nawab of Bengal after the Plassey War, Battle of Plassey. He accorded the Diwani right over Bengal to the British. Okay. So Shah Alam II, ಬಂಗಾಳದ ನವಾಬನಾಗಿದ್ದಂತಹ ಎರಡನೇ ಶಾ ಆಲಂ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಶಾ ಆಲಂ, he accorded the Diwani rights, ದಿವಾನಿ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. He had accorded this right to British. Shah Alam second Shah Alam gave away all the rights over Bengal to the British for an annual fees of 26 lakh rupees. Okay, so 26 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ ಆತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾರು? ಎರಡನೇ ಶಾ ಆಲಂ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಶಾ ಆಲಂ. The Nawab of Awadh had to give away a fine of rupees 50 lakh for waging a war against the company. Company means here British East India Company. Okay. So he had to give away a fine of rupees 50 lakh for waging war against British. This was the fine. Okay. Because Awadh, Nawab of Awadh, Mir Qasim, and others, they together fought against the British in the Buxar. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆರ್ಮಿ ಒಟ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಸಂಘಟಿತರಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಬ ವಾರ್ ಬಕ್ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಡಿಫೀಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಪೇ ಆನ್ಯುವಲ್ ಫೈನ್ ಆಫ್ rupees 50 lakh ಫಾರ್ ವೇಜಿಂಗ್ ವಾರ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಕಂಪನಿ. This was the effect or consequence of the Battle of Buxar. After, with the death of Mir Jafar was killed in the war. After the death of Mir Jafar, the company paid pension to his son, Mir Jafar's son, and took over the entire administration of Bengal. The Buxar battle made the British as the real holders of power over Bihar, Bengal, Odisha, and Awadh as well. Okay, so yeah, after the effect or the after effect of Buxar war was it made British the real holders of the power over eastern part of India, that is Bihar, Bengal, Odisha, Awadh as well. In the year 1765, Robert Clive brought in dual government concept in Bengal. Okay, so due to this, he tried to hold the most of the administrative and the financial powers over Bengal and other eastern regions. This was the effect of Battle of Buxar. Next one is ninth question. What were the causes and consequences of Battle of Plassey? Battle of Plassey happened in the year, happened to be in the year 1757. In the year 1767. 1757, sorry. Battle of Plassey in the year 1757. The Plassey battle took place between young Nawab Sirajud-Dowla and British in 1757. Okay, so if you see the question on Battle of Plassey, you should remember it was between Sirajud-Dowla, the young Nawab, and the British. Okay, so the main reasons of Battle of Plassey was the misuse of the dastakat. The main reason of Battle of Plassey was misuse of the dastakat. Dastakat means the permission to trade. Okay, the permission was given only for the trade, but it was misused by the British. So this was the main reason. Sirajud-Dowla was furious that the dastakats were misused by the officials of the company, incurring losses to the government treasury. So, since they have misused uh, dastakats, they incurred the government of Bengal, they incurred the huge losses. Okay. Second one, mending of the fort without permission. Mending antandre repair. That means repair. Repair of the fort without the permission of Nawab. So port was in Kolkata. The British repaired the fort of Calcutta and placed cannons in them. Cannons ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು. Okay, so they placed cannons in them without the permission of Nawab. They repaired or mended the Fort William. Okay, fort. Okay, third reason was Black Room tragedy. Black Room tragedy means Sirajud-Dowla conquered the Fort William. ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಅನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ವಶಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾರು? ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ he was furious that they repaired the Fort William without the permission of Nawab, ಅಲ್ವಾ? So and he imprisoned some of the British army men. How many men? 156 English men were imprisoned in the small room of the fort, of which 123 died. This is called as the Black Room tragedy. After this tragedy, Robert Clive became angry and he attacked Sirajud-Dowla. Okay, so these three were the main reason for Battle of Plassey. ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಮೂರು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಕಾರಣಗಳು ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವಾರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ whom the war was waged. Now the consequences. The consequences of Battle of Plassey was this war brought out immorality, lack of unity among the Indians, and the greed of Indian merchants. Because here, against Sirajud-Dowla, all the merchants of Bengal, they were united against Sirajud-Dowla and they supported British company. Okay. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಮತ್ತು ವರ್ತಕರು ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಯುನೈಟೆಡ್ ಅಗೇನ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡೆಡ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ಪರವಾಗಿ ನಿಂತು ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನನ್ನ ವಿರೋಧವಾಗಿ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಶೋಡ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ದ ಇಮೊರಾಲಿಟಿ, ಅನೈತಿಕತೆ, ಲ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಯೂನಿಟಿ, ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟಿನ ಕೊರತೆ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಗ್ರೀಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಮರ್ಚೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ದುರಾಸೆ, ವರ್ತಕರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ದುರಾಸೆಯನ್ನ ಈ ವಾರ್ ತೋರಿಸಿಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ. Mir Jafar became the Nawab of Bengal. So after Sirajud-Dowla, he was imprisoned and killed. Mir Jafar, British made Mir Jafar as the Nawab of Bengal. Mir Jafar nanna Bengalada Nawabananaagi ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. The company gained unrestricted right to trade in Bengal. So company in British East India Company, it gained unrestricted trade, right to trade in Bengal. Okay. Mir Jafar had to pay rupees 17 crore and 70 lakh as relief to Sirajuddaulla's attack on the Fort William. Since the ex-Nawab Sirajuddaulah attacked on Fort William, for that Amir Jafar, the new Nawab of Bengal, he had to pay 17 crores and 70 lakh as a relief to of attack on Fort William. So Fort William ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಮಾಡಿದ ಒಂದು ದಾಳಿಯ ಆ, ದಂಡ ದಂಡವಾಗಿ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ 17 crore and 70 lakh rupees ಅನ್ನ ದಂಡವಾಗಿ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ವೇರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್. Here we have studied today the Carnatic Wars, the Battle of Plassey and the Battle of Buxar, the main three battles in this chapter. Okay, so Carnatic Wars, there are three Carnatic Wars, and Battle of Plassey, later on Battle of Buxar, which took place in Bengal. Okay. And the another main point of this chapter is the Constantinople, Europe, gateway of European trade. This also you have to remember the reason for the acquiring of Constantinople. Sorry, the reason for the new sea route to India. All these things, these are the major points of this chapter. ಹಾಗಂತ ಬೇರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನ ಕೇಳಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್. ಇದಿಷ್ಟನ್ನ ನೀವು ಸಮರಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋಬಹುದು ಮಕ್ಕಳು. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್.
Ask her.
The fourth point, we have Veer Jafar had to pay a fees 26 crore and 70 lakh plus attack the fort. Working in Sirajuddaulah, he had leave to attack the fort.
Ma'am, did
Yeah.
you hear the question, ma'am?
No. Once again, please.
Come here. Aisha, come here. 1 second, ma'am. She's coming here.
Yeah.
Ask.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
So actually, the fourth point where it is stating that as a relief to Sirajuddaullah's attack on the Fort William.
Yeah.
So, what is the meaning of that relief to Sirajuddaullah's attack?
Sirajuddaulah was the Nawab of Bengal, isn't it?
Yeah.
A young Nawab. The Plassey war, Battle of Plassey, took place between Sirajuddaulah and British, correct?
Yeah, ma'am.
Sirajuddaulah attacked on the Fort William, right?
Yes, he did.
So because of that only they had to battle, correct?
Okay.
So it was the relief of the Battle of Plassey. Okay, so they had incurred huge loss due to battle. Okay, so this shows that how British misused the Indian Nawabs and Indian kings. Okay, actually, Sirajuddaulah attacked British or acquired Fort William due to the reason of the misuse of Dastak, right? Dastakat. But they considered as it was his fault, Sirajuddaullah's fault. Sirajuddaulah was the Nawab. So after Sirajuddaulah, British only they made Mir Jafar as the Nawab of Bengal. Okay. So since they took the support of Mir Jafar and made him the Nawab of Bengal. Okay. So here now in Sirajuddaullah's place, Mir Jafar is there. The war took place between the Nawabs and the British. So due to that, they had to spend a lot of money, right? The British, they had to spend a lot of money on the battle as per their thinking. So because of that only, they collected 17 crores and 17 lakh rupees from Mir Jafar, because Sirajuddaulah is already killed. Okay,
Okay, so instead of
understood?
Dola, Mir Jafar had to pay.
Yeah, Mir Jafar had to pay because he was the new Nawab now
Yes.
after Battle of Plassey.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Any other doubt?
No, ma'am.
So this battle shows the immorality and lack of unity of Indians. Instead of supporting British, if if they would have supported Sirajuddaulah, maybe they would have won the battle, right? The Indian merchants and the other Mir Jafar. Okay. So instead of going against the Nawab, if they would have supported Sirajuddaulah, the Indians or the Nawabs, they would have won the battle. But here happened due to immorality and lack of unity among Indian merchants and the kings. Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Can you please explain in Kannada, if you don't mind?
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಇದನ್ನೇ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು? ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, ma'am.
ಈಗ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನ ನಡೆದಿರೋದು 1757ರಲ್ಲಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರಣ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಪರವಾನಗಿಯನ್ನ ಮಿಸ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು, ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದು. ಈ ಪರವಾನಗಿಯನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅವರಿಗೆ? ಟ್ರೇಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್. ಆದರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವರು ತಮ್ಮ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್ಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾರೆ, ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ದ ಬೆಂಗಾಲ್ ನವಾಬರಿಗೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ತುಂಬಾ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಷರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೆಷರಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೇನು? ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಖಜಾನೆಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದು ಒಂದು ರೀಸನ್. ಎರಡನೇ ರೀಸನ್ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ, ಕಲ್ಕತ್ತಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂಗಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಅನ್ನ ನವಾಬನ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಿಸಿರುವಂತದ್ದು, ತಮ್ಮ ಶಸ್ತ್ರಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಶೇಖರಣೆ ಮಾಡೋದಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ. ಸೊ ರಾಜ ಅಥವಾ ನವಾಬ ಬೆಂಗಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಇದ್ದಾಗ, ವಿತ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಟು ಡೂ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ದ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್, ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ ಗಾಟ್ ಆಂಗ್ರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಾಂತ್ಯದ ರಾಜ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಆತನ ಪರವಾನಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಏನು ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅವರು ರಿಪೇರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಿತ್ತು. ಇದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಆತ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಯಾರು? ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲಾ. ಹಿ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಡ್ ಫೋರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲಿಯಂ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾನ್ಕರ್ಡ್, ಓಕೆ, ವಿಚ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಆತ ಅದನ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಕರ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು 146 ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನ, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಸೈನಿಕರನ್ನ ಜೈಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ 123 ಡೈಡ್, 123 ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಸೈನಿಕರು, ಇದೇ ಮೇನ್ ರೀಸನ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸತ್ತೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಸೊ ಇದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ಕೆರಳಿದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಮೇಲೆ ದಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಕ್ಸಾರ್ ಎಂಬಲ್ಲಿ ದಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಪ್ಲಾಸಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ದಾಳಿಯನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮೇನ್ ರೀಸನ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆನ್ ಸಿರಾಜುದ್ದೌಲನ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ನ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನ ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಸೊ ಆತನೂ ಕೂಡ ನವಾಬ ವಂಶಸ್ಥನೇ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಅದರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಬಂಗಾಳದ ಇತರ ವರ್ತಕರು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವರ್ತಕರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯಾಪಾರಿಗಳು, ಚಾಂದ್ ಸಾಹೇಬ್, ಈ ತರ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವರ್ತಕರ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಅವರು ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು. ಭಾರತೀಯರಾದಂತಹ ಬಂಗಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಮುಘಲರಾದ ನವಾಬರು, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇರುವ ರಾಜರ ನವಾಬನ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ವರ್ತಕರು ಅವರ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನ ತಗೋತಾರೆ. ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಗೆಲ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾರು? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು. ಗೆದ್ದ ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾರನ್ನ ನವಾಬನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಆತನ ಸಹಾಯವನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಅವರು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನವನ್ನ ಗೆದ್ದಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ನನ್ನ ನವಾಬನನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ತಮ್ಮ ಅಡಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ದ ಕಂಪನಿ ಗೇನ್ಡ್, ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ? ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಆತ ನವಾಬನಾಗಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಆತ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಅನಿಯಂತ್ರಿತ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ, ವ್ಯಾಪಾರದ ಅನಿಯಂತ್ರಿತ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಬೆಂಗಾಳದಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಈಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್. ಮುಂದೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇದೆ, ಬಕ್ಸಾರ್ ಕದನದಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೇ ಆಗೋದು. ಆ ಒಂದು ಅನಿಯಂತ್ರಿತ ಹಕ್ಕನ್ನ ಅವರು ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಸಿಡಿದೇಳುವಂಥದ್ದು ಮುಂದೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಇವಾಗ ನವಾಬನಾದ ಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನ ಮುಗ್ದಿದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಕದನದಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಟಾದ ಸಾವು ನೋವುಗಳು, ಶಸ್ತ್ರಾಸ್ತ್ರಗಳು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ಖರ್ಚು ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳು, ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ವೆಚ್ಚಗಳನ್ನ ನವಾಬನಿಂದನೇ ವಸೂಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನವಾಬನಾದಂತಹ ಮೀರ್ ಜಾಫರ್ ಯುದ್ಧದ ದಂಡವಾಗಿ 17 crore 17 ಕೋಟಿ 17 ಲಕ್ಷ ರೂಪಾಯಿಗಳನ್ನ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಕಾನ್ಸಿಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್, ಪರಿಣಾಮ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್?
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಇದು ಏನು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಮತ್ತು ಭಾರತೀಯರ ನಡುವೆ ನಡೆದಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಯುದ್ಧಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಹೋದ್ರೆ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಥವಾ ಭಾರತೀಯರ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದನೇ ಅವರು ಯುದ್ಧದಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಲ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುವಂಥದ್ದನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಮುಂದೆ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬಕ್ಸರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕದನಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಭಾರತೀಯರಲ್ಲೇ ಒಗ್ಗಟ್ಟು ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಯುನಿಟಿ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ, ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ನೋ ಮೊರಾಲಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕದನಗಳು ತೋರಿಸಿಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇವೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಯಾಕೆ he had to pay? Yes, if you think legally or morally, it's not fair to on the part of Mir Jafar to pay 17 crore and 17 lakh as a relief ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಯುದ್ಧ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು ಆತ ಯಾಕೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಹೌದು, ನಾವು ಹಾಗೆ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದುರುಪಯೋಗ ಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಂಥದ್ದು. ಓಕೆನಾ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿಂದ ಅವರು ಆ ಒಂದು ವೆಚ್ಚವನ್ನ ನವಾಬನ ಹತ್ರ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಓಕೆ.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
ಓಕೆ. ಇನ್ನೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್? ಸೊ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಆಯ್ತಾ. ಯುರೋಪಿಯನ್ ಟ್ರೇಡ್, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ 3 battles, ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸಿ, ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಕ್ಸರ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಕಾರ್ನಾಟಿಕ್ ವಾರ್ಸ್, ಈ 3 ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಾರಣ, ಪರಿಣಾಮ, ಇದನ್ನ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಆಯ್ತಾ. Any other doubt? Okay. Thank you everyone. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tomorrow we will learn this. We'll try to finish second and third unit tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.